Defensive King may stop him from securing the Town Hall. This Town Hall is not secured yet.
No
He locks
way.
onto it now. Queen's right
No,
there.
no, no!
Oh, Woody! It's a 1-star!
Another star, you fade away.
There we go. Okay, and I'm leaving also one attack for you to do afterwards, but first of all, let's look at this one. So Bernaul coming in with the Electro Dragons and the Queen charge. So I want you to look at this base, because I cannot paint on the screen right now, but you see the Town Hall compartment with the 2 expos there in the center. There's kind of one big compartment in the center, and then there are 2 compartments on the outside, each of whom contain a air defense. So what Bernaul does, he makes sure to take out one of the air defense at the top side with his Queen charge, then making her way to the right down the outside of the base, and the same effect on the left side with the Flame Flinger. He uses a giant to check for traps or hidden Teslas there, and look at this now. As soon as the base is shaped a little bit by these Flame Flinger shots and the Queen, he's starting off with the Electro Dragons, and now there is a clear path visible towards that Town Hall with the Electro Dragons. So he's adding in the Warden to give them extra hit points, and the balloons to look for traps and also do some damage up front. Now it gets very important. He really needs to go into the Town Hall with a well-timed Warden ability, and that's exactly what he does there. But as his Queen charge and Flame Flinger are doing a great job at the moment, notice how he tries to somehow get rid of this multi-inferno tower and the monolith in the core of the base. He invests a free spell just a millisecond too late. Now he invests a rage spell and a free spell for the Electro Dragons covered by the Warden to get this monolith down. Now he invests an invisibility spell, but look at this, still the defenses are too strong and the Electro Dragons do not get any more buildings, and I think that's the reason why this attack was probably did not a 3-star, if I'm not mistaken here. He wall breaks the Queen very nicely, but with the poison her ability is only worth half as much as usually, and with just the Queen and the Royal Champion left on the board, he will fall short towards the end of the attack. Look at the poison spell slowing down the Queen with the single targeting Inferno on her. That is her last blow, and at this point it's just about collecting percentage. But we know that in the at this level, you know, every single building matters, and the healers actually converting to the barbarians here on the right side of the Queen can in some cases actually define victory over loss. Now, unfortunately, they only took down 1 building, but that's 1 percentage point more, and Bernaul eventually finishes with an 87% 2-stars.
He's focused on so much, though. Tile perfect placement, second perfect drops for these troops, spells all over the map, and it really just goes to show you how difficult even a world-class player coming in with just a tiny bit of a miss there can still just get 97%. Very strong hit. But we're going to give ITP team the chance now to try to get that triple of their own. We'll see how they move in against Kingsman's base with a Warden Walk to start with. Get that little poison dart firing off to get some good range against these buildings as well. LATIF knows that he's going to be pivoting into the Electro Titans. Haven't seen many of those yet today, but big, heavy, ground-based assault will even get support from a Siege Barracks. That suggests to me that he thinks that this big open compartment that the Town Hall is in should be easy pickings as long as he can get either the top or the bottom lanes finished off. The bottom, of course, is now being destroyed by this hero assault along this bottom edge, and with that Siege Barracks added on top, there's no question at all that he'll be able to enter this Eagle artillery compartment from the bottom. And just that one jump spell now committed to get that Queen over and into the middle. Keep an eye on that monolith and hope that it can stay shut down, because there's only one free spell, and he needs to keep these Ice Golems out in front to make sure that that Queen and Grand Warden are safe through that interior charge.
Absolutely, and the Ice Golems are getting those freezes, negating the rage tower damage that's all the way up ahead here. But the jump, I want to point out that jump there, it is only giving him access exactly where he wants to go. He does not want to push his main force off to the right. He wants to push him towards the Town Hall, because he did not invest a siege machine to go secure the Town Hall early, so he has to take the turn there. He's sustaining damage, but he is able to heal through it. His healers are still inside of the raid. They're boosting all of that healing. He's taking black air bombs in the middle. The Queen is down to low HP. She pops her ability. Defensive King may stop him from securing the Town Hall. This Town Hall is not secured yet.
No
he locks
way.
onto it now. Queen's right
No,
there.
no!
Oh, Woody! It's a 1-star! Latif's reign has come to a close here. The MVP over on ITP to get him here in the first place. And the Town Hall is going to stay standing, and the King is going to block her approach. There is nothing he can do to recover the Town Hall takedown now.
This is just heart-rending for Latif. Tosses the shield out. The only hope now is that the Grand Warden will help to collapse onto the Town Hall. They're going to get some more damage now. Firing away with all that they've got. They need a lot more, though, and you're right, Eric. It is just not enough. At least they got a little bit of targeting damage onto it, but at what cost? You just see a despondent look on Latif's face.
We'll see if ITP team is able to come to the other side here, and I guess he's going to be sending in a Queen charge into Lalo, immediately wall break into that scatter shot compartment. Heavy damage on the Queen. The rage is down in time, and she's starting to recover her health, and she will top off here as he moves into the range of the Grand Expo, but he doesn't want that Grand Expo locked onto her. He throws out an Ice Golem on the left side, and a Wizard over there as well. What's he doing over there? What? Oh, the Battle Drill. He puts in the Battle Drill over there, and it's going to make its approach in, but it's met by a whole bunch of Teslas right there that could cause some problems. He really and clearly wants that Eagle artillery down, and he's not going to get it there as the Yetis fall a bit short. He'll range him up anyways, and the Queen is veering off to the right. Oh, he might be in a bit of trouble here, Woody.
And that just shows you the value of these traps. Sometimes they get set up as Tesla farms to try to distract and destroy incoming balloons. Sometimes they can prevent an early stab from taking him down, but fortunately for MARRAWI, he does get a little bit of a pivot here from the Archer Queen, who's able to go finish off that compartment. So this is still salvageable, to be sure. MARRAWI with a big lava loon army has also got one less Inferno tower to worry about. That one on the top side next to the Town Hall is set to single, and these multi-target Infernos are not going to get that rage spell support that we had seen on so many bases set up before. So Arium has not left an easy target at all, but MARRAWI has got his work cut out for him, but still has hope for victory.
Maybe it's going to be tough to get through with that Queen going down the way that she did, leaving up the multi-Inferno on the inside. He'll put it as Road Champion to go try to pick it up here, but this Town Hall takedown is going to require a lot of investment here. He throws in all the balloons to go after it. Red air bombs are going off. He freezes, and then he'll have the word release that comes off of that Town Hall, but a couple of balloons escape it, but most of them get caught there. Road Champion is taking Monolith fire, and she is actually going to find an invisibility there. Pops the RC ability. Diggy gets the stun. Hold the front door. He might actually have this chance. He's got the Grand Expo picking away at him. His ward is still moving. RC dies, though. Oh, man. I thought there was a glimmer of hope there for just a minute, but his troops quickly get knocked down there, and I guess the Royal Champion gets picked up by that backside Ground Expo, and the Scattershot claims all of these balloons. It was a nice attempt there, but yeah, it's hard to recover when the Queen goes down the way that she did there, Woody.
I always want to give these guys any chance, any edge that they have at making the win happen, because I'm wrong time and again about where the shape of these blows are coming from. But as we saw with the early miss there by MARRAWI, all 5 stars back to back, right? That perfect war remains incredibly elusive, but Inquisition will be the first to strike now. Some might call them the underdog team. They're relatively new. This is a squad that has, I mean, compared to this Imperial Titans lineup, has not been around for as long, but has really done a great job upsetting the stage, remaining undefeated in this bracket, and performing incredibly well, as we just saw against Clash Champs yesterday, keeping them down to a very low star count at just 10. We'll see if their defenses are going to be enough to keep Imperial Titans off their back.
Yes, you're stealing the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about as well, the experience of those two teams. And you said it, you know, it's not a bad thing about Inquisition. It's just they haven't you know, shown what they got as much as ET-XSPORTS, formerly known as MS Esports, have, especially in the last World Championship season. So we'll have to see if the experience and the routine that ET-XSPORTS bring to the table might make a difference in this war later on. But first of all, let's concentrate on Einstein's Queen charge here. He's charging into the Town Hall, having taken care of that CC nice and early on. Now he needs to freeze the invisibility spell, which he did, so it doesn't make the Town Hall invisible while the Queen is shooting away at it. Now it will use its invisibility's effect. There it goes, and he has to keep the Queen alive through both of these expos. But the King doing a great job funneling on the outside, and Woody, he's already 1 minute and 40 in this attack. He has to start the Lalo at some point.
Sure does. I mean, Lalo can go quickly, but he's only got 1 rage and 1 haste to use with them. And he is going to have a buzzer beater performance here if he wants to get the 3-star down, Maxi.
The wall breakers in the core. He sent 2 wall breakers for the Queen. Both targeted the right wall, but unfortunately they were spun around in the tornado trap, so they didn't open the wall. And now the Queen dies in the ability warden. Woody. No way. Oh, she would have had so much value, and now it's just about percentage at this point. I don't think we can turn this around to a 3-star anymore.
Bad news on so many accounts for Einstein, and lots of buildings remaining up. This multi-inferno over on the right, another one in the top compartment that should have been targeted by that Queen, but as you mentioned, Maxi, the wall break failed, the Archer Queen taking too much damage and early popped Eternal Tome. If the setup had been a bit more risky, this could have been a potential 1-star finish for Einstein. Down in the 70s on percentage is awfully low. Fortunately for the Inquisition squad, he attacked directly at the Town Hall, and so that 1-star Heartbreaker is going to be nowhere in sight. He does have a 2-star, but below 80%. Navi now with 2 attacks left could potentially get all the way up to 14 stars. Double XSPORTS' current standing at 7.
That is correct, and Kazuma now aiming to increase Navi's number, which is 8 at the moment, and he is coming in once more with a Queen charge, his preferred first part of any attack that he is showing today, I think. And the backend today will be, or this time around, will be Lava Loon, an attack strategy that he really likes to use, especially on these box spaces. And Kazuma has been known to be fearless with his Queen charges, always going into Town Hall compartments, even if they are as stacked as this one, with, you know, a King, a single targeting Inferno, and also a partially lured out CC at the moment, but he just, you know, he just knows his spells, he just knows when to use what, and so far it's working out, but he's in trouble now, Woody.
Yeah, quite a bit of trouble here. This right side Queen charge needs to get deep into that Town Hall pocket and finish off those key targets, and it's a race against time right now. He does not have the full poison deploy against these pups, and that is going to mean even more time for these defenses to stack on that DPS. Here comes the rage, though, and this is going to be a breath of fresh air for this Queen charge in the top compartment. Freeze added on as well. That is just a lot of spell support committed for Kazuma's early strike. And when these balloons come in later, he is going to have to rely upon this Grand Warden to keep them up as best he can. But with a deeply entrenched multi-target Inferno protected by an Archer Queen, he's going to have to do a lot more work with the Queen of his own before he can set up for this Laloon hit.
Yes, and I really like the use of the battle drill, though it just doesn't take out any... the troops outside of the battle drill didn't get any value. They didn't take out this ground targeting expo, they didn't take out the monolith either. So now this warden ability has to be on point. He uses it also for the headhunters to do damage on the enemy Queen, but they will die soon, I think. Yeah, doesn't quite get her down. And his Queen is in trouble, his Lalo is in trouble, and I think he might be falling short for the first time, but for ET-XSPORTS it is just too little too late at this point.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Kazuma to miss the triple opportunity here, but as you noted, as long as Navi is putting up 2 stars, they are going to stay way ahead of pace. And with 10 now to their name, Even a triple from ET-XSPORTS would just tie it up on star count. NAVI are so cleanly just cruising through this war right now, Maxi, that something would have to change very drastically in the final war if the Empyrean Titans want to get the first golden ticket to the Clash of Clans World Finals.
Indeed. And at this point, I think there's only a theoretical chance left. Let's look at the updated scoreboard in a second. Let's focus on Kazuma, another very, very hard-looking base for me. I mean, these players probably have a lot of experience with these bases, but you know, when you're playing more casually, you will look at one of those bases and you will just be like, I don't want to attack this. And that's exactly what I'm thinking when I look at this at the moment. And Kazuma will try to react to it with a Electro Titan Smash, which is interesting because we haven't seen him use any Smash strategies so far, Eric.
Indeed. And these ones, yeah, they are very daunting bases to look at, but I think if a player is seasoned in Legend League, then they generally know how to beat these, and they are like they tend to be a little bit weaker, as there are a couple of different attacks that tend to perform significantly better than others against these style bases. And so if they are able to utilize those specific attacks and make them work, then they're in a very good spot. This one has the Queen kind of wandering off away from the pack, and the Electro Titans are to move up to the top. But when you're running all anti 2-star bases, all these town halls in the middle, it only takes one slip up from one player to cause that town hall to get missed and cause the entire attack to come crashing down. Now notice he's holding on to a battle drill at the moment, and I assume that battle drill probably going to need to go in and secure the town hall takedown, while the rest of the force seems to be wrapping around the outside of the base there, specifically like Queen going all the way up and engaging the monolith on the far right side. But where did the Electro Titans
I don't
go?
see anything going to
they got
the
wrecked.
town hall.
He's got the battle drill still on standby. He's just waiting for pathing. Okay, he drops it now. It's on its way in.
Yes, there we go. Okay, well, okay, with the Royal Champion, and he's, I guess he will try to invest a lot of spells there. I don't see this 3-starring anymore. There are too many defenses for that, but still he needs to save the 2-star at this point. Nicely deployed free spell there.
Hound on the left.
Oh no, not that nice actually. His Hound wasn't covered.
Yeah, look how he's delaying the Lava Hound on the far left side of the base there, just sprinkling in light troops there, trying to keep it out of the way of the Royal Champion so we go in and secure the safe 2-star. But that's the problem when you are this is, I guess, the defensive strategy from Imperium Titans is gonna pay off here. They received a couple triples, but this is a big defense, and when you miss the town hall in these style of attacks and something goes wrong, then a lot of times it ends up being a really low percentage. So an interesting defensive strategy that finally comes to fruition here for Imperium Titans as they hold back Kazuma. They'll try to gather whatever percentage he can here. And once again, lures that Hound up to the very top corner, but it's going to end here right at, it looks like about 72, maybe 73. Yes, maybe 73% if you get that storage down in time.
Yeah, and if I can remember correctly, I think Almu had a 83% 2-star, so that would mean a 10% lead for ET-XSPORTS, and it also would mean, or it does mean, that if they only 3-star from now,